We need the video for your champo. Ever been come the Ministry of Education, the challenges and the internal issues. A war hono. Aqua something which is the BBO. So of Atlasi, of a match to say.
Yeah, we had speaker.
You fine.
Oh, Yamiadum, young.
Now, everybody say will be a minister. Now, you bet me a finance running mate. Should that be the case, and should that affect Nejuma warrior the ministry? Should that affect?
Will be a minister.
Yes. Now what it is a bit you finance running mate. As I said, don't to me affecting Nejuma warrior now.
Oh, why not? I say any say basa. So the focus is on the Juma way, yes, yeah.
Okay.
Anticipation to become a running mate, a future occurrence. And to say also focus on what you are doing. But so not.
Squad they can know.
I just say within every organization, I said there are internal issues. It could be one of those other things.
I see. But the current development happen within GS, any educational sector. More than my year, Juma Woma for so many years, as I say, multi-extra motion. Are we on the right path? Your education, no, any system, your modelizes here, no, you're right path. Say the air cost and people are even telling you say the standards are falling with your secondary and basic education, no. But we seem not to have any solution to those ones. And your internal politics from GES to the ministry, kasa and they waste me pay or china waste me pay.
Speaker, so on say education there is a dynamic because then a foundation for the socio-economic development of every society.
Okay.
In Nemra. Oman no kone nim no na ye hyehyɛ nneɛma sɛ de bɛyɛ a oman no nyinaa bɛnya adesua ho mfaso. Megidi sɛ nti na free SHS bae. Because na abedru pepenso bi a na nipa no nyinaa na ebetumi nye sika akɔ school. Samre na oman no gidi sɛ oman na nkasa akɔ homa sika no ebetumi ayi bi ato hɔ.
Yeah.
Edi ama Ghana ni ba bia ne ti di boa no nko asa obekɔ school dia otumi kɔ. Anuntina sadia no buy. But un say education no a capital capital intensive project. We have budget now, a chunk of the national budget devoted to education.
Yeah.
And you know a yesikasem. And a bibia also say a yesikasem na say sikano ma.
Sikani koshim ne ma.
Ma.
Okay.
Ana ejumano to sin kakra. Free SHS yesterday be mfie be enso ne akona ni mo afan but nneema bi abebe mu unforeseen na ya na anso da yese sa nneema we be sisi nti ama sikasem na se kɔ hono anka be ma adena kɔ from se de fi ase no ama aye den kakra se obeti ase school for ase omukɔ fie aduane ni ho yese obe we yese we ni ho ni nyina ye den eyesikasem nti medie megidi se edru ba bia o se omani na yetena se de bia na meka me say education no say nya a national agenda for education for our country devoid of politics because you're a politician for no I dey am one say omu develop ade bi friend manifesto manifesto no anya for the party o manifesto no is for the nation into Ubana so be free SHS is for the nation. Ubana so also wunya is for the nation. It is not for the party. Into do baby na say implement manifesto na a party manifesto for the governance of the nation Ghana. Into decision bi a ebe no it must be a Ghanaian decision. I say a decision efa Ghana mpuntu ho. It is a decision a favor a political institution. And the problem no.
But all these years, no.
Yes, but it's bad. Also, we should grow out of it. Say you to about 1992. Gradually, you go anymore. And now for Ghana politics no. You were omwa we any day or your NDC ni. You omwa we any day or your MPP ni. It is not going to be like this forever. And baby no ubehu obi or MPP ni watwa ma NDC ni. Ubehu obi or NDC ni watwa ma MPP ni because of policy a odeba. And GDA okay. So because I say you do baby and them sikasem COVID ye ba ye yen sika yi se de nemu asi aba ntokwa asisi babia ho farba abe for yin nyina no e wo see etimi to anamo ehwe what to do to make this very viable. Speaker, Ghana ha say nkola choice and show any wia ye was some about 50 something schools.
Yeah.
Prime schools are obi a person back ho. Ubo ze na womo kra omunya kwa akọ no bebre nkola omo call school or private schools. Private school e be na school fees a term 5,000 Ghana cedis. Wakwa awie GHS our pass ya wako secondary school into wako one of these top 52 schools. Okwa ontu ahwe nanka yusika nka mfa ho but say you nisika it me the madre pan say 52 schools no you see classifying them as prestigious secondary schools in Ghana.
Okay,
we a parent now person back ho
grade A schools.
Yes, to school fees, to electric bill, bibia other schools ni ntua no wutua na yemfa sasika no enko boa schools na wo maka because anya sana se be ni say yenhwe yenka ho asem yenka ho asem ni sika sem no so nko yi a obohu na policy a e ade papa say no ebedu baby no yesomu enso na agi yensem. I think say it is time say you better make a decision for Ghana, not a decision in the interest of a party. Say the be a policy papa na ba no ebetimi atena abushe mi say okwa your prestigious schools wo.
Yeah,
ebi wo kwa wontu ahwe ebi wo ye wadwe so obekọ ho dia make sure so wo sika na udi betua. So if the majority of secondary schools in Ghana say you be say hypothetically 700 secondary schools name 52 and a prestigious schools, majority is there for the other people who think say they can afford to pay all those monies. Na ka sika e begigi ho nyina no etimi dia koboa ene ye say textbook ni ho. Speaker identity na textbook ni ho. Yes, sikasem. Eno amete say schools mbi say o mo nkofie. Identity o mo kofie. Yes, o mo ni sika o mo to aduane edi. O mo perishables, no. Yes. Identity na ya ho achechire ye ho a sebe. Yes, he's only a fool who doesn't change his mind. Now best say wadwen e wo kwampa so a e boa majority of the people. I don't see why we
yes, but this will trigger political effect.
That is why I'm saying we should begin to make decisions for Ghana. It is say decisions for politics. Politician for beba ebeko, MPP beba ebeko, NDC for beba beko. At least experience from 1992. I try and say we ba no ko. Sa na be do na be edri. Education that we had ball too much. Make president go 4 times. Na senior secondary school na 3 years. Yes. On betrans no mo hwe mo report bi buy na mo ana mo mensa report also. Na mo say entra 3 years na. And a white paper na buy na mo say mo nya 4 years. So we had 3 years against 4 years. At the end of 4 years for no so mo ya de pa. What was the reason? Teacher for na kasa at those times. Idea you find out from teachers now what accounted for this mass improvement in was the period of time which was available for the students. So and so
yes,
about 3 years. So we don't make decisions for Ghana. We make decisions for political parties, and which is wrong. Me they are happy because then they say but they won nananom, and they are not going to be Nigerians. They will be Ghanaians. If you say baby we are heading towards the exit, no. Yet we develop structures and systems in place in this country. You wuni akoda hokra. You say nananom. We've left something wealthy for them. Otherwise, never idea. We queer him near Bayachi. Idea was here cry. You say it's not good for the party. How can you say that? Was the manifesto written for the party? It's not for the generality of the Ghanaian people.
But the government was formed out of the party.
Yes,
but benefited party. How will he continue to enjoy the power to implement?
You see, so it means that decisions we make are for political purposes, for winning elections. That's me.
Yeah.
If that is the analogy there, let's just say Krumha decision be they are winning power. Yes, they are creating structures in place. Future generations be benefiting. Na sana omo yesu a politics fi omo hono sana omo ye no a na nko mukrom sanete. You make decisions for the nation. We are wonderful. Paul Kagame, he doesn't make decisions for his party. They make decisions for their country. Now, after genocide, would they have gotten to where they are? A woman war. And that is how we should begin to learn and begin to behave as a people. And yes, I speaker, maybe I could it. It's going to be an Ukraine.
In your view, no free SHS has to be reviewed. As I say, grade A schools, and they open see a title as prestigious schools, my parents into
school fees.
Yes, but the point again, said that would be unfair because we flat the classes now, the upper class, the middle class, their taxes, component are far more higher than people below the bottom.
Speaker, our classification of upper class, any day.
My classification is someone a marker, and one a marker.
Upper class for only here.
Upper
class for only be upper class is for only be required to taxes.
Oh, sir.
Sometimes I say, mommy, your operational definition
to one of his holders.
Operational definition of upper class.
Apart from of how to
maybe a middle class person.
We then I'll classify ourselves.
Middle class.
Then I'll classify ourselves as middle class.
Because me Ejuma as a public servant.
Yeah.
And I'm retired. How can I be an upper class person? Because me I don't fall under Article 71 I work at. So what I say. And don't want to say greater percentage of and prestigious schools. They are children of most of the time business people.
Yeah.
People in the private sector. Even mutual taxes. Majority of them don't pay. They pay less than what teachers pay. The teacher will be almost tax in a month. It be 500 cedis, 800 Ghana cedis. Multiply it by 12 months. That's how much he pays to the state. Tax will track the whole year, 2,000. And so the Bible call a prestigious school. When you see be broke to media support the national effort, on yet. But what the Bible call private school, I'm a crana quack being on home, in your good tuition, with your good textbooks, I'll be trapped in 7-8 ones. Now middle class class na come hono and so the over struggles are crying 14-15 cry on ya kwan inra. So if you have money to spend at this early age, and you cost roha, I didn't know you have more opportunity to pay. Now you for support to win America Biden. Say lawyer on passive or senate.
Social justice.
No, what do you call social justice? So just
equal opportunity for all.
Equal opportunity for all. A word of mouth. A word of mouth, and does not exist.
Equal opportunity.
Opportunities when we use the national resources to give to the majority of the people. Because those who need to be assisted, the top brass there, they can afford it. Minister of Finance one can say he feels very uncomfortable saying can the Babe Kwach Motor School not own school fees. He said it because he knows he has the capacity to take care of that. And there are many people like that. I bet you have free resources because our schools are making.
Yeah.
They have huge numbers of enrollment. 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. Secondary school now on 5,000.
It should be 1,000.
Yeah, Joe music and I say they can support because they can afford it. Instead they be your postum cry I say parents wey won pay way no mako Ministry of Education no mu ye dede and am buy nya 7 say wenya ya fa no kotua this much money
and yenya ho no fee paying.
Sure, they should do it. Me for me review na me pen.
Yeah.
That's where I want it as one. The second one and I say ye dey duane ne feeding kwala no.
Yeah.
And there should be a collaboration within the ministerial agencies to create a certain thing like what Kwame Nkrumah did was like the brigade for normal edua and oko to say edurase. Look at the vast land there. School for dey need feed one speaker emo
ebro
any ebro omunya bro they can survive. Adentina yinim say sa free we say no eduane ebehia. It's number 1 ebehia. I didn't know young Kasa, Yentimin create a system in this country. Yebeman Krofobi, Adriane. And I even encourage farmers say, Omunya, this staples. Now, government, Emma staples, guaranteed prices.
Just but like for them jobs need to
just like and no, it will solve this problem. You see, when you do it like when you do it and you grant guaranteed market prices like we have for cocoa. I mean, say cocoa. Take 200 bags. One bag is 700 cedis.
Okay.
Into when you say 700 cedis times 200, whether it was we produce beyond our expectation or not, you have a guaranteed price for it. They get the same thing for staples like maize and now banka say a bro kotoku bia metono 80 cedis and mo kotoku bia no metono 100 cedis. Na se me do emo e wo srem na beti me nya be $100. Na me say ban be me 100 cedis. Offer next time no me nkoso nua because me nim say me bobo busia e wo bank na me de kodua aban be trace kana ma metimi akotua bank for no ka etina ne se wo tu kwan ukokọ ye no ho ase ya bo so fo ni bebre omu jaye
yeah
because said this year onya say time no be so there's a glut ade no what target 80 cedis no wenya 20 cedis we nan say ahwe bayre na egu techimai obi say bayre 100 100 Ghana cedis we should and we understand no we say journey with them to de gu ho ye store for students. Ebe na nkwa na kofie. School for your school ye nim emu efe na perfume rice. Eno anza wenya emu adi. Anambwa.
Yeah.
Ni ye ko ye nim and ye progress towards what we want to do. Yes, another idea. This they will go and come. Eno am share club ko bi oko school be ni be 3 weeks kra. Ye say o ma ba fie na me say den. I say aduane ni ho. We are making a mockery of ourselves. We must be pragmatic.
These are the challenges in educational sector. But it seems a buying who is because any justification be a baby a buying gusu yen a buying gusu provided a buying FSB and betting to ye. The ministry have not said, say, okay, baby, I do the Diane a challenge. And some of the initiative wabosu, every cry, you engage the stakeholders and push it further.
Rather
no, they tell you say buffer stock no and they say some provide
buffer stock no yes can no better
buffer stock yes
buffer stock no yes can no better no buffer stock no they need money to buy the products from the farmers and a farmer no oh yeah I know a tribe no that bread buffer stocks there mo fan ko feeding crop. The bottom line is the scarce resources. Buffer stocks needs money to buy the products, keep them and supply to the schools. The question is that buffer stock, do they have the resources to do that?
Who will be our sector demo ache? Only ministry need GS and your engagement
on this particular
matter? Yes, after exit of your
I sit back and look at what's happening.
But you sit back and look at what is happening. No, what is happening? No, and you're accurate and you're right. And to some of you now, most sit back now. All the time you be someone motion without bringing your input. How do we make progress?
Oh, the Chrome has say it's like when you are done doing what you have been
because
doing.
I don't think so we requested for a meeting between yourself and the minister.
Nobody
the GS director we requested for a meeting between Wodena.
There are certain people that I have personal relationship with. I go to them, we have conversations. GS director, GS officials, I have very good working relationship with them. But there are other people. It is not for me to go to look for anybody. Sort of say, Chrome has said if we think say people have experiences in certain areas of endeavor, and Assembly Banti, we need to engage enough right now. Why wouldn't the person come? But like when you keep going to people think say you are coming because you want special favors. Yeah, the better naturally. Say Bibina. What do you think say we can do? Fine. But if it is a stakeholder engagement, now it is open to everybody. You can go and make your presentation. You
were once upon a time the top man when it comes to your educational system. The ordinate reforms under your leadership as General Secretary. Not it me propose GS Gitomo ministry Gitomo EBI policies, EBI passe laws on it and all of that. You are not a mere person. I will say open audience and I will secure audience with somebody in authority or because you are coming because of common favors. That may not be right.
A speaker will be who Kasati said there and then gonna out here. And they're gonna hand out here. I mean when Ubi Flower also be Konoho. The point is that we have problems. How do we solve our problems? So it is here. Solution must it be a Ghanaian solution? And a party solution. That is what the problem is. Because I say, MPP because it is not in the interest of the party, and I was saddened. The manifesto was not developed for the party. The manifesto was developed for the nation. And even the implementation of the manifesto, we have hit a certain rock, and we need to come the rocker. It shouldn't be a conversation of the party. It should be a national conversation. And when nipa atiasi say there be ade we dey here, but be edru there. Who doesn't know say we are in crisis? Who doesn't know? Enya Ghana akra, most countries across the world. So say our crisis, a national crisis. I didn't think that a national solution acceptable to all Ghanaians. So idea was a ye because there are institutions in Ghana, stakeholder engagement to a level say, implementing decision crap. It has little resistance from
the public.
And they will be so there, they don't engage at all. Don't be a nipa beka wansem. Masa wodi nipa kasa, ni nipa di nkomo a, sebe nipa adwen no eye adwuma. No nipa ni di nkomo no musa deal with there, baby edurun there year. Ye beko yanim. We will see yisa defeatist approach to issues no fi adwen. Because I feel say oh, me na make say me ye say, but me ye edru han mentimi aye. Nti obi beka say na wantimi aye. Bisan ba ko say, what would you have done in that state? Because Kroma say no, what I realized and I say people don't tell us what they will do. They will tell you how you have failed. But as to what they would do to have avoided the failure, they will never tell you. They will tell us they give us opportunity. Is
the educational system not currently producing the right result?
Well, so far as we are turning them out from through the exams,
yes, but the quality, the value of personalities and human resources you put it out these days. You know why you teacher pay in the last 10 years? You hear the right thing. Are we on the right path in producing the right human resource for this country?
One will say, no, your focus, no. I don't know whether it will come back on track with this TVET that is coming through. Your place is too much emphasis on grammar education. Meanwhile, o mind be too poor. Anya before Obeka. The skills are what which media boy mama man for a very long time, we downplayed technical education. So Ubakraka so tenka school kana obuefu. Because person babe lawyer, doctor, engineer, any man. But onim so obutina ko tenka school babe. So the structures na ye wo ho no antimi develop yen ma yen nya that interest. Into technical schools obo hu say mo mbeko ho no where ufa grade na lower grades for nkwa na technical school. So impact be na be. Yen fan compare other countries, Japan, South Korea. Yen hwe say omo ho no grade ben and technical training. First na polytechnics.
Yes, they say technical university.
They say technical university. What is it? Just the name attached technical university. Ko Germany ko here. Technical education is what holds a country. And you say you refocus.
But you put your best brains, at that field.
That is the point.
Just as you have said, just as you have mentioned, 52 prestigious schools, a more in the better technical.
That is the point. I'm not in any way.
Yes, KTI, TTI,
where's and resources beer any ho nkranwa any go no mu na musa yo no masiaba. Meanwhile, we don't have the requisite experience industries to take them on. And so kasi anka oil and gas yaba western region nanka kikam technical institute. There should have been some re-engineering to develop skills for students on relevant to the industry in that location. Is that what we are doing?
Yeah, technical for not bad boys. That's the problem. Cause confusion.
That is it.
Yes,
because already you can say attack you almost
yeah.
And I don't know and I will say a transipa as a people near can say them pan was here. Your technical schools are upper east, upper west, upper the see there's too much urban drift. School. You see one district, one factory. And the ye be baby mebo. And the technical schools are wahano. Can we develop relevant courses relevant to the industry or higher? Say the bear we are. Obenya Jumayawa.
We've not thought of that.
Yeah, we've not. There should be that national conversation. na ya yen kakra devoid of politics ya ba northern region injustice ben e wo ho causes ben e betimi because we develop people skills to impact the national developmental agenda
yes
now one man skill betimi ya we are we ko school ewie keke for so ben yenya speaker yenya hwe
8 minutes after 8, Mene David Oferiachampo, former General Secretary for GNAT, na Edin Komo, entering Commodity Besi na Yade Oha ni say no Ede Atwas. We have some communities in the eastern region and Ope Yabeye Juma Ede few assembly members in the joining in some documentaries who are Ede few in the show ni no Ede amount. Komo we no is precise and it has to do with how a war educational sector name, how we can resolve some of the very issues. And here is a deal. Some new teachers are you posted this year, I think January or February. Basically, na yentu omoka. Teacher training college for now womu wie na you posted as fresh teachers, you know, bebre na aketua no akemu emaye. The indication we are also getting is that the 15% of cola bankers will be backdating it from June, and also still now scanning reflect here. Ewo edwuma for bebre na no aketua mo. I don't know what is happening. As a BBN in this sector.
On the cola some day, and on a job be frame say ye chiama womo. August. Omo dia chiama teacher for nina.
Okay.
In the month of August, together with the
in the
July,
month of August,
yes, together with the month of July.
Okay.
And the July I rest naka August dia no.
Okay.
And that one is resolved. Then we want to newly trained teachers no almost come there because when we were there no na any GS for any finance for agreement say nipa no before you be found ya will be nti ka ukoya no hwe bi within 3 months na ga usika naba but and Maya where it could be one of the issues of availability of resources. It could be because
and teacher that resource in ho akwa
that is the point.
Motivation be there.
That is the question. Because none can share and say, I de ebia bosom me asande papa no man bit me hwe kakra. Wo school so ji allowance kakra nti why savings kakra. Nti kwa at least within 3 months here na ka usika naba. When we started no, I know say no mo kwa by 3 months no musika naba. But we are check there na a issue of
those are the indications I yenya say.
Yeah, then it will be a sika semwa because I don't think that buying will embarrass itself say sika wo ho na ya fan crofo see omu ye adwuma na ya say bosom so deliberately yentu amaka. I don't think so. The issue I can say resource allocation. COVID by there was something I was expecting a buying to do on 1 year. In 2020, COVID by you to two ports ning in them. You to ports ning in them. Airport BBM na BBM. I was expecting a buying to tell us the effect on our economy. Because before that, in January of 2019, resources are now buying by way of taxes, IGF importers and Manema fee ports. They are all statistical data.
Yes.
Now, fast forward into 2020. You are tuning them. So whatever income we were generating from the ports were not coming. But Abayin took it upon itself to pay workers under the consolidated fund their salaries, their pensions, and everything. So the question is that what it means is then Kessben. You are eating your savings out there to 2021 you're going for negotiations. Argument Ben are binding by. What did you tell the people? My understanding is that they gave them 4% and 7% 2022. Reason Ben Amodibai. If you had started that conversation in 2020 to tell us, I have two ports into the month of March, instead of generating, let's say, 100 million Ghana cedis, which is the same as what we generated last year, we are not getting it. You are preparing the minds of the people to know, say, we are not getting anything. Because Onipa Adwin say, Abayin was Abayin Sika de but Abayin, he generates the money. It is kind of more. Until when you let the people into all this now, a drew baby or baby saw dear crap, they know, sir, dear baby say, Ed in dear but a baby, sir. And when you give them, they understand because of the action that you took in the time past. Sunday morning, nobody said anything about it. And you know, Nipani Lofo said, your friend is saying, oh no, and he has to ask. The second thing, constitution. Your constitution is saying, Kofobi or what? Yentu Omoka said the bear, you want to beat my name. I don't have a problem with that. But there, I mean, Tiasian say me, I'm a speaker. Your family say me a president. Now, me say, me so me for be say, Uncle see my name, oh baby. I didn't know also no pacono. Nakatria does social media.
And also chair president.
Yes, in Tiasia. It is a Cassia Bayer reforms in our salary structure.
No, but I don't depend on expertise, a crowd.
Forget it.
And the knowledge acquisition of the
forget it. It's not the private sector. So far as the salary, the money is coming from the consolidated fund in it. Nobody who works
go above the president.
Nobody should do that. Until Matis almost year salary review, almost year fair wages reviews be. This should be one of the things that we should be thinking about. See, I feel so the president is the first public servant of Ghana. He must be the top.
And nobody else.
And nobody else.
Yes. And an argument, people will tell you, you're dead on arrival in the sense, so what is our policy in the bar? You will not get the best brains into the public sector. Because already, people are telling you, who compare the private sector to the public sector. The public sector is giving them less. For instance, somebody I will be funny say, well, no manage a company like Ghana Gas, okay, or quite the expertise. Somebody I'll be here and say upstream with your oil, like your drilling near DNA, on Sheno who say Ghana, yen percentage, any stake, Bibiano, ebedi, you not get the industry players are one of most competent to be in that sector. Because the Sana work Canada or private sector now will be more.
But most of these companies are not wholly owned by. Some are state subvented. Some generate their own resources. They are different. So I say, because expertise, you can't run away from it. But you need experts to handle that.
Yes.
And you must compensate them accordingly. See, it means take into consideration all these conversations.
Review of salaries.
No, I'm not going to talk about any institution.
No, but we need to have that discussion.
What I'm saying is
because a public service and
what I'm saying
if you take institutions like Senate, ECG, Ghana Water, and the GNPC, and all these are corporate entities a year for the government.
So let's start the conversation. Let's start the conversation.
Now bringing under what the president takes.
Yes, but you see,
you not attract the best.
We don't even know the X amount that the president would take. You wouldn't know because a conversation here, baby. How much will we pay our president? Otherwise, I'm going to America for them. President Neba, he has a certain number of appointments that he does. You understand? Now you're streamlining because some agitation say labor funding and it has to do with what people earn.
Okay.
And our pensions, it's related to how much you have been earning whilst you were working. That should be the conversation. I was it.
Sit for person more strike.
Sit for nominee for
colleges of education. Almost teachers in the union. Almost strike. So almost treaty almost fairly. Your ma almost can increment in the bar as tertiary. We don't consider them as a tertiary for our you tag for any idea. No, they feel so research allowance.
I am a little bit handicapped in that field to talk about that. But me, I remember say when they started this one, I was cautioning them. Say, who call for equity?
Yeah.
Sometimes there are a lot of things that may also go against you. Because Ufa university lecturers in the Manemanoa, or more promotion hinges on a lot of work they do, the amount of research, documentation, paper, bachelor, and so if we decide to treat you like that, what it means is you are no longer going to join that automatic 3 years after teaching or interview near promote to a next grade. Your promotion will be determined by the amount of research you have made from the research allowance. A number.
Yeah.
Until they should weigh all those things. And so now what you are demanding. Because maybe obi associate lecturer will invest in 10 years and now because you have not been able to produce the required amount of academic worker move to the next level.
Okay.
But obiso was sita or also after every 3-4 years be our interview promote to a certain grade. So your promotions, it depends on your performance at an interview.
Okay.
I'm not saying that is the situation, but those are the things that they must look at.
Okay. My main kind message is Good morning, Mr. Speaker. Please let the man in your studio check his fact on the payment of cola. Who told him that cola has been paid since July and then even August? Secondly, educate the public that cola is for all public sector workers and not only the teachers. Why is it that we are situating the conversation about only teachers?
But we're talking about education.
Yes, we are talking about education.
And now, because I even didn't say that it was paid in August and March. Me say this August now, you validate you, it has come in August together with the arrears for July.
Okay. Augustine will answer to your question. No, thank you very much. Well, say, good morning, Mr. Speaker. Please ask your guest for me. Is cola taxable? Because someone's amount was deducted from it during validation. God bless you so much for the good work. One forward the anchor. Thank you very much. I say, in fact, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Ofori is my man from Nana Akwesi Brekum. Hepon and Odiwe free at the Eba. But I say, thank you for your message. I say, God save us as a country. Nana Dankwa and his team is dripping us off. Saviola Ediwe free Awaso Anna Ede Eba. Saviola, thank you very much. We say, good morning, Mr. Speaker. Please tell GES training teachers who recently passed their licensure examination with those 2020 batch, they should recruit us because we are suffering and we are deeply in hardship. And I don't know, so I didn't tell you, Chesa. First, I said, we are training college and now contradio. I didn't tell you, say backlog or Hosa. Say, I mean, Sikasem, by the time, Sikasem, Nipani Way School, I wouldn't say a human institution I am running as a country, no. See, you bring your monetary challenges, sir. Why waste the money in paying allowances? So, to the students, say, Woko College of Education, Jessicano D. At the time, our parents near there supported. One more university say, call University of Education near there. They are assessing student loans. We don't give them those allowances. So if say you nim say, Nipaneko 3 years and now 4 years ni we are, a Juma sem security between and cover be challenge. Into a buying, knowing very well your deficit. A buying to me recruit you or more. Why still continue to pay those allowances? Knowing very well, say, can get him there for more Juma at your mocha, and they would have been much comfortable with that. Why not an English Wako school where we are? Young father Juma, and as you ever find a Juma near Tianica.
Oh, speak a question with also directly.
No, but you people are in the system. We are stakeholders. All this time, no, at now basin there, and you the stakeholders expect no one can chase allowance now you to your Edema student. No, it is not right.
At a point in time, when the opportunity was there, the resources were there to take on these things on board. No?
Yeah,
it wasn't a problem. Say, and a problem. Why can't you have a conversation? But with the recruitment, there's always been something they called a list to be a financial. What's forgotten?
Financial clearance.
Financial clearance from the ministry. Okay. So the Ministry of Finance will tell the Ghana Education Service, Yamamo financial clearance for 16,000 teachers, which is most of the time the number of teachers who are coming in from the colleges of education. So I'm saying financial clearance now. What it means, they say, Sikano I be Mokano.
I am ready.
I am ready. Na almost at for one. And they say woman for one more. And it's a financial clearance. Am I?
Because the canons only.
That's the point.
And it comes back to the question. Say, Sam Crawford every school, one year Jumanya, one better if you 2 years, 3 years, a big 4 years, now you're far more because one year clearance. Now the question is that why would you still continue to pay them allowance? Say a 300 cedi school and a wood every semester. And the amount student be over the 40 teacher training colleges say Ghana. Ubia population. A crown. Wutia all this chunk of money plus nursing training student. Wutia in idea mawomono. Woman we are they come back home and tell you say you are not recruiting us, but we are expecting you to do so as a government. Why can't we do away with that populist agenda? Say yentuan for momo in this modern day. Why ne school as a ban say tuan because of the school.
Speaker, I make a show. So we've gotten to the point. Global situation,
Kessben.
self-inflicted problems. I'm a who say we need to take a certain look at certain policies. And to more Ghana 42 me share womusa and also more engineer that conversation. Now that conversation yes what you take a decision for Ghana. And I be why. Yeah,
because I feel sad anytime biano almost sending messages from the speaker can be my na nurse for ne send it na teacher training college for ne send it. I know nurses are more school from 2020 2020 2021 2022 they are still home but in 2016 we promised to pay them allowances and they started year school for the last 3 to 4 years they are home. And they are still crying. Some of them picketing at the Ministry of Health, some of them Ghana Health Service, some of them GS. Any idea? Isn't it a worry? Say, baby, I hear you be sad and make sure say when we school now, they are comfortable enough and secured with jobs.
That's
because suddenly, yes, it beats my imagination. Do you many way? Say in discipline by your schools name at the tertiary level. Unim the Akoso Tech last week and they a year gone. Horse na air kono. I don't know. I say I don't know. You find solutions to them and the ministry does not have any policy to tackle those things.
Those things are all very relative to individuals because in a university will go Commonwealth Hall. Near Nema, ye, but near Contokwa, near say Nema, and a born I own say. If I share a coffee for fashion, it may far born near Johnny. That's a no talk. But the Beatrice say no, I don't know the kind of say this violence. They are surprised me when they see your because something had just happened in Legon.
Yes,
and it has been condemned by everybody. I didn't know say
and tech they say I'm very rampant almost every year.
Yeah. And I think say it is a worrying something. I would say because yes, and I say a take root as a culture of the halls now. Every do baby know you be investing in now. You be investing in now because to the extent that you can set vehicles on fire, destroy property. It didn't happen during our time. I think say it should be worried. A worrying phenomenon for
to the country.
Yeah.
Obi besides cola no taxable na for your knowledge any day we him no cola no what taxes also.
I'm not very sure because I think I don't think so cola is taxable. I'm not sure.
We have to verify that.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure but verify.
Is that David of Reaction Pano Permidas?
Speaker Ms. Midasi.
Okay. Former General Secretary for NAT and Meneno Edin Kombono. Mamin Kaiwe I say good morning, Mr. Speaker. I'm Charles from Asaman Kese. Mr. Champon is right on his comment about the cola. What is his take on the Anthony Boateng contract extension? Thank you. Anthony Boateng contract extension. No. Yes. So what is your take? Under 1 minute.
Oh, Speaker, I know the
Papa. No,
oh, Madam for no.
What down for no?
Yeah, I know, sir. He's even packed off his office because even last week I had a conversation with him.
What pack here in the office?
Well, he started packing off his office since the 1st of August.
And he man contract extension.
Yes, but fundamental, and I say there are some key positions within the Ghana Education Service. Their appointments is at the behest of the president.
Okay, and the
Director General and any deputies. Sort of here. Now let's go to the Constitution. Does the Constitution grant the president that power to extend somebody's employment? If it's so, for how many years or for how many appointments? Constitution, she said at least bear 5 years, 3 appointments. So they can decide to give you 2 years, 2 years, and 1 year. Not 3 appointments, I don't know. Or they can say to give you 1 year, 1 year, and 1 year. So it's the same 3 appointments. Now tell me, Chum.
The modern one warranted is so best answer.
Well, me. The man has worked at the GES Council as secretary to the council before. He's worked as human resource director for the GES. He's worked as a director for special education at GES, and he had all this while be the lawyer for the Ghana Education Service. These cases be all court to be. He has his team of lawyers that he leads that goes to deal with.
Yes, but that is to the upper level. But and Crawford what bottom they catch us and the working relationship and
unfortunately for him, he's in charge of management services, which has to do with the personnel of the Ghana Education Service. And it's a ubia wakudi ebia which is contrary to our rules and regulation. You will definitely go before him.
I see. And it's not one pen. I
say you definitely go before him. And it's a disciplinary issue. I bet follow on his table. What I say. So whether you do it the right way or the wrong way, you will still have people who like you and people who don't like you. But I'm saying is that the approach now, abano, because you see, we must put this one in perspective. Does the president have the power?
President did obey himself power, but the point again is so
like I was expecting my colleagues to have dealt with this matter in a different way. President actually let them. If you have reservations, seek audience with the president.
Petition.
Yes. Go into president with your constitutional right to do it. But on the ground, no, the unions no, any crowd na any omun be adwuma. Your problem ye won ye ABCD. Nti we the best row.
Maninko.
Say obetimi a nka sign. It doesn't become public. So what I say. But when you write a statement like the press release I saw yesterday, saying say president no engine free ho ni debe na if by the 30th of September yes ana nobody will take instructions from him, it's a worrisome.
May that say. Good morning, Mr. Speaker. May God bless you.